Hi, how are you, my brothers? I'm your brother Kiran Roy. Today, I'm bringing a very important subject for you: why every man must master at least one art form. I've been saying this since ages, not just because I'm myself an artist, I'm a professional artist. For those who are not aware, I happen to be a professional lead guitarist. I played with some of the best heavy duty rock bands from India. I've even done a stint in Bollywood as a sessions guitarist for 4 years between 2000, no, not 2000, between 1996 to 2000. For 4 years, I worked in Bollywood as a sessions guitarist, and I was responsible for creating some of the most iconic guitar tunes, guitar anthems of all time in India, which is relevant till this date. So I run a music academy since 1998. So I am very well abreast of the importance of learning one art form. And in today's video, I'll be explaining you in great depth and detail why learning one art form is mandatory. It is not an option, because I know the Indian society, they view art form as some sort of a luxury. But today, by the end of this video, you will come to understand, you will come to know why I'm saying that this is like a non-negotiable. You need to know, and you will be convinced why I say so. So if you gain anything from this video, do consider leaving a super thanks, which will go for charity. You can book a 1:1 with me by DMing me on Instagram. Definitely join my Be Charismatic course in my Hindi channel and my Be Millionaire course in this very channel. I'm now currently addressing the booming business ideas for the future, which will definitely help you. Which will, I mean, if you can tap in that unexplored territory now, you can make millions out of it before the other people come into the market. So it is all about a game of vision. For example, when I had started my academy, there was no professional music training academy in India. People used to teach, teachers used to teach from their own homes or in schools. But mine was the first dedicated music training academy, guitar showroom, both under the same roof. So I tapped on a market which had never been done before. And today I'm the pioneer in my field. So get the connection. To become successful in music, you're not supposed to just copy paste the idea of somebody else, because pioneer will always be a pioneer. Many people had copy pasted my business idea, but still I today charge 5 times of what they charge, but still people come to me only because they know that I'm the original. So original person will always be having their own prestige, their own respect. So never ever forget that point. So if if you gain anything from my video, do consider leaving a super thanks for this very business which I was talking about. You can just type Kiran Roy's Guitar Studio in Google. You can leave a 5-star rating for that business of mine. And let's get going with today's video. You are in for a treat, because I'll be, by the end of this video, you'll come to know certain nuances which you were not aware of earlier. So my first point is, art sharpens your individuality. Always remember, people remember you for your talent, not your salary. Look everywhere. All are running for work, all are going to office, all are chasing marks, all are chasing degrees. Would people remember them for their degrees, or for their salary, or for their job titles? Or you will, I'm asking you this question, you will tend to remember a guy who plays awesome guitar leads, who who is an awesome artist, who is an awesome singer, who plays awesome piano, who is an awesome cartoonist. You will remember such kind of a person, or you will remember a guy who used to go to office and who used to come back from work. Nobody remembers a 9 to 5 guy. Nobody remembers the class topper. Everybody will always remember the guy who was talented, who was skilled. So what happens, a guy who has learned at least one art form, they will always be separate from the rest of the herd followers, and I can prove that to you. You must be aware that I've been invited by the topmost colleges in India. If you're not aware, I'm running down the slide. I am showing you the pictures. You can check out the pictures, because I'm aware many of you would be watching this video for the first time. So you can just check out the pictures. I've I mean, there exists no top college in India which haven't invited me to felicitate me, to give a motivational speech to their students, to encourage the students. No college exists which has not invited me. So even the topmost colleges like the IITs, BITS, then your IIMs, everybody has invited me. So my only question to you is, naturally these are the topmost institutions of the country. So naturally there were so many pass outs, so many toppers who passed out. My only question is why those toppers were not invited to motivate the students. Why a last bencher like me who was rusticated from 4 colleges? I've been a teacher's nightmare. I've been rusticated. I've been kicked out from 4 colleges in my life. Then instead of the class toppers, why a last bencher, a guy who has been rusticated, is invited to all these colleges? You can see so many pictures which I showed you. Why a guy like me is invited and why not the toppers? So you're getting the connection of what I just told you prior to this point, that it's not the degrees which people remember, it's your talent which people remember. So now you're getting the connection what I'm saying. I was a guy who had that talent. I did not have marks. I did not have a job title. I did not have do have degrees, but it was not my degrees which got me there on stage. You only tell me, did any of these college invite me for my degrees or for my talent? So the answer is loud and clear in front of you. I have proven you with proof that it's not the class toppers or they're not the guy with salaries, not the guy with job titles who are invited, who are remembered, who are inspirational. It's the guys who has something extra apart from marks. See, when I have degree, I'm an for those who are not aware, I am an electrical engineer by qualification. I hold a double master's degree in music from a reputed college from London. So I'm highly educated. In fact, I may be more educated than the normal average educated moron which you meet every day. Though I don't consider myself educated because I'm completely anti-education. But since I'm a professional, I run a professional music training academy. I need to have my degrees regarding that. So I have my double master's degrees in Western classical guitars, which is my forte, which is my niche. So, and as for electrical engineering degree, that I did because my father wanted me to be an electrical engineer so that I can look after his electrical business. But I did not earn a single penny out of my electrical degree. But yeah, from music, right from the time I was 17 years old, I've only earned money from music, which continues till this date. So getting the connection, having an art form will always set you apart from the rest of the herd followers. So this is my primary reason why you should learn at least one art form in your lifetime. My next point is it builds an unique identity beyond job and money. Everywhere you see people are just running for job, people are just running for money, which I already told you. And you guys are aware of what I'm saying. So if you have that one additional talent apart from job and money, see, job and money, that's not something which you are doing extra. Everybody has to do that. That's for subsistence. That is to bring food on your table. That you are doing for survival. You're not doing something extraordinary. Everybody has to do that. Everybody goes for work. Everybody has to do work. You're not doing a favor to anybody by going for work. You will see lots of Indians, they behave as though I'm studying, so they're doing a huge favor to mankind by studying. They're going to office, they're doing a huge favor to by going to office. Dude, you're doing that for yourself. You're doing that to bring food for your family. You're not doing a favor to mankind by going to work, by studying. You're not doing a huge favor. You're doing that for yourself only. I always see people, they behave as if they are doing a favor to mankind. They're doing a favor to humanity by studying or by going to office. Dude, you're doing that just for yourself. Especially these corporate ladies, you will see they will behave as if they are doing some, like they are like this next avatar of Mother Teresa, that they are doing so much for humanity, for mankind by going to office. They are doing that just for their own salary, with which they can spend money on themselves only. So they are not doing a favor to mankind. But when you happen to have a additional talent related to art form, that is when art form is for everybody. When I play guitars, I'm inspiring people. If you've checked out my songs, Raste and all, which became cult classics in the college circuit, Raste was a motivational song. You guys can just go to Spotify and type Kiran Roy Raste, you will get it. If you just check out the lyrics, I've been told that so many people got motivated, so many suicide people I mean, so many guys who were considering suicide, they listened to that song and they got a breath of life, a leash of life. Because Raste is like you have to fight against all odds. So you can get the connection. When you have art, you are able to inspire so many other people to be the best they can ever be. Today, I motivate thousands of people, as you guys are aware of. But from where did this start? Due to my art. I've been playing guitars in front of thousands. From that, I got the confidence that I can touch other people's lives. That's how I became Kiran Roy, the life navigator. But I was never that. I was a guitarist. I was an artist. Through artist, this was just the natural extension, because by performing, I could easily understand the youngsters. Because I'm running a music training academy which is filled with youngsters. I could always understand them. In spite of wanting to stay away from people, I still have to meet thousands of youngsters every day, Gen Z, every day I have to meet, because that's my profession. I'm running a music training academy, and when I used to perform, as you guys are aware, my majority or bulk of my crowd would be youngsters. So I know their psyche. I very well know. I can understand them. They know that I can understand. They very well know that I can understand them. That's why they confide in me. They love me. They share their heart out with me. I know that. Why do you think that I'm a guy who is 44 years old? Just check out any other 44-year-old. Do they have this? I mean, just check out any other 44-year-old guy. Would their words be relevant for you? No. That Sango Bango, that guy, he's my age. He looks way older than me, but he's my age. I've been told that he's like roughly my age, exactly. In fact, 45 and I'm 44. In fact, I'll be 45 next month only. So we are same age. But just look at his thoughts, look at his looks, look at me. Do I look like a uncle? No, right? That's why till date, did even a single person call me Kiran uncle? I never asked you to call me Kiran Dada, Kiran Bhaiya, nothing. I never asked you. But everywhere, people just calls me as brother, bro, dude, dada, bhaiya. Why? Because people can identify with me, they can relate with me, they know that I can understand their problems. So that is the idea. And how did this start? This started because of my experience with performing in front of people, and performing what? Music, which is what? Which is an art form. So getting the connection of art playing such a huge part in understanding people. So getting the connection, that is what I'm trying to explain. Next point is, it boosts confidence and charisma. Women are naturally attracted to men who create. You will see majority of the people are blind herd followers. They just follow others. They never create. They don't have that inquisitiveness inside them. They are just trained, they are just programmed to follow, to obey. Whereas a guy who can create, they pave their own way, the way I paved my own way in my life, in my own business, in everything I do. I've made my own way. I've never followed anybody else's way, which is clearly evident. So women as a whole, they always get attracted towards guy who are creative, who creates their own way, who creates basically. So you guys must be aware by now that I had been one of India's topmost playboys, largely due to my career as a rock lead guitarist, no two ways about it. And largely due to me being a psychology student since the past 26 years. So even if I did not like one girl, even if I did not want to be with one girl, I would be, so that I can study that particular girl, her profession, how, suppose if she's an air hostess, I don't like her, but I would like, there are, of course, there were many girls whom I liked, with whom I would personally feel like going ahead. But there would be many other girls, like, hadn't I been a psychology student, I would have wriggled free out of it. But due to my research, I would still be with women, so that I never took undue advantage of them, but I would study their characteristics, their personality patterns. And that's precisely the reason why I'm able to make such detailed videos about. In fact, if you go to my Hindi channel currently, like, I'm addressing the nurses, teachers, cabin crew. Today, I think my sports person video is going to come. So my sports person video is also going to come today. So you can Why do you think I'm able to talk about them in such extreme graphic detail? That's because I've been with them. But what made it possible? See, I want to be with them, but they should also feel like being with me, right? It doesn't work like I want to be and I will get everybody. I want to see, everybody wants to be a playboy. Which guy wouldn't want to sleep with the most beautiful girls of the country and even out of it? Because I've dated even girls out of the country. So which guy wouldn't want that? Every guy would want that who has a well functional body and ecosystem. Everybody would want that. But how come only a few can do that? I could do that largely due to my career as a professional rock lead guitarist, because it's common knowledge. If you play awesome guitars, if you play awesome drums, if you sing well, if you're an awesome bassist in a rock band, if you play awesome keyboard, girls will naturally be attracted to, they will be swooning for you. It's common knowledge. So I don't say that I got that because of my personality, my looks. In fact, that time I was at my most dreadful state. I was a daily drinker, I was a hardcore violent guy, I was a chain smoker, I had all the bad habits in the world. Still, I dated the most beautiful women during that time, during that stint as a playboy. So that was largely possible only due to my career as a, I was in a very good level. I was considered amongst the one of the best from the country. So if you're good in something, you're naturally, women are bound to get attracted to you. So this is my proof that if you create, women gets attracted towards you, which was the case with me, and this I'm saying you from personal experience. So, performing, creating, or showcasing your talent builds presence, and that presence is what is missing in majority of the herd followers. They don't have a presence because they are weak herd followers. They are just simps. They are just programmed. As I told you, they are programmed to obey. But when you are showcasing, when you are creating, it builds presence and you command respect without even saying. You command a presence without even, I never have to ask for. See, I agree, people who know me, they respect me a lot. Wherever I go, people, they approach me. In fact, just yesterday my son wanted to have Starbucks. He likes cold coffee from Starbucks, so I took him there. Two guys came, like one after the other. They did not know each other. They came, they told me, sir, big fan, I've been following your videos since a long time, big fan. They came, they met, they went. So they know me, is what I mean by saying. They know me, they gave me the respect in front of my son, which was awesome. I always welcome guys who come and approach me. Keep continue. I mean, don't think that I'm a rude guy. I mean, I will not like it. I definitely like it. So feel free to come and meet me, but not at my residence, because there have been instances where people have been coming to my residence in my building, and my security had to tell them no. So please don't come to my residence or my academy. I don't meet people personally. But suppose if I'm in a coffee shop, if somebody sees me, most welcome to come and meet me. So my point is not that. My point is, if people know me, they respect me. I know that, but I get respect even from the people who don't know me, who are not even aware of who I am, what I do, at which level I am in music, or at which level I am in motivating people. Nobody knows. I mean, there are many people who doesn't know anything about me. Still, they give me that respect. So now, from where that is coming from? That is because a person who is talented, who has that art inside them, who is an artist, who follows one art form, they have that aura within them. They have that innate ability to exude radiance. They radiate one X factor which anybody, even a layman, can capture. Because on multiple occasions it has happened that, because I always I always drive, I mean, all of my cars, they are all heavily darkened. They are having black glasses, all of them, dark glasses, fully dark glasses, fully. The prime reason is in my locality where I live in Chembur. Naturally, like in my locality and the adjoining localities, everybody knows me. So wherever I go, whenever I stop in a signal, people say, hi Kiran, how are you doing? Like, normally, I'm not claiming to be a celebrity or anything. I've been running Chambers, I mean, India's oldest music training academy. So everybody knows me as the guy who has started guitar all. Everybody knows me as the guy who played the guitar tune for that song. Everybody knows me in my locality, at least. So whenever I have to stop, and mostly my driving is in my local area only. I don't have to go for work in any office. So I don't have to drive to long distances every day. I just have to travel in my local area only. So whenever I stop, people will call me out, people will shout my name, they will say, "Hi Kiran, how are you doing?" So that becomes, when you are driving, you need to focus on your driving. If people are constantly calling you out, it becomes, you can understand my problem. So that's the reason why I have put the black dark windows in my cars. It's not due to, I'm not saying that I'm a big celebrity. I'm nobody. I know that, but I'm just saying that people, at least in my area, knows me, and most of them are like known to me. Like majority are known to me. Some are my students. Some are my, like as I told you, I'm teaching guitar since 1998. Majority are my students only. Majority are my classmates because I'm born and brought up in Chembur. Majority are my classmates. Majority are my like known people. So they will always stop and call me out. So that becomes a hindrance in focusing on your driving and in focusing on what you are doing at that moment. So for that purpose, all of my cars are equipped with fully black windows that nobody can even see who is inside. I can see everything outside, but nobody can see what's inside. So on many occasions, my local police, they know me, so they don't. I mean, that's why I have these black windows. But sometimes when I go out station, suppose I'm driving to Goa, which I'll be going now again in Diwali vacation. I'll be going to Goa for 10 days, and every time I go in my car only with my kids. So when I'm going outstation, that time police, naturally they will stop me because they don't know me. Local police know me, so they don't say anything to me. But outside police, they don't know me, right? In Goa, Karnataka police, Goa police, they won't know me. They don't know me. But even when they stop me, the moment, I mean, earlier they would be rude without looking at me. Just looking at the black glasses, they will behave. I mean, their actions, gestures would be rude. But the moment I step out and I have a word with them, their entire aura, their entire demeanor changes. They give me so much respect. They speak, and firstly, the first thing is, though I speak in the local language or in Hindi, they will insist on speaking in English with me. I don't have, till date, I did not understand why. I don't look like an Englishman or a NRI by any segment of the imagination. I don't look that. I look very much like them. I look very much Indian and very much local Indian, that too. Not somebody who has returned from America or somebody. In fact, I've been to America, but I've never stayed there. Like, as in, Mumbai is my only home. So I'll talk in local language. I know Konkani, I know Marathi. I'm fluent in it. I'm born and brought up here since the past 44 years. I speak fluent Konkani, fluent Marathi with them. Still, they will insist on talking in English with me. They will give me so much respect. So from where that is coming? That is coming from the aura, because they don't know also who I am. They don't know that I'm a big shot or a big talented guy or whoever I am. They don't know anything about me, but still, why are they giving me that respect? Everywhere that happens, everywhere. And that to police, they are not required to be respectful towards me. They are allowed to be rude to me because I am indeed breaking a law by like the dark windows. They are not required to be respectful towards me, but still, it's me who's breaking the rule. But still, they are the ones who are being respectful towards me. So you're getting the connection. When you are good in some art form, when you are talented enough, you exude that radiance, which is infectious, and people comes to know that you are not a regular herd follower. Basically, see, you will always see the policemen behaving badly with the regular people, but with good people, they are always there. They know, they have that sixth sense. They know that this guy is somebody I cannot afford to mess around with him. I'd better be good to him, or I might be in trouble. So that is exactly what I mean by saying, if you know one art form, that will always hold you in very good stead regarding this. Getting the connection. My next point is channel for emotions and pain. So, how many fucked up and very bad times I've been able to tide over just because of my guitar. So, whenever you are happy, your guitar will be happy. It will belt out happy tunes. Whenever you're sad, it will belt out sad tunes. So basically, you will never be alone in your life, because in life is a one long race. You will have happiness, you'll have sadness, you'll have depression, everything will come. But when you have one art with you, any art form, because art form is a form of expression, learning any art form, be it dance, be it drawing, be it anything. I'm a guitarist, that's why I'm talking about guitar, but it holds true for any form of art. You will always have somebody who will echo your deepest fears, deepest emotions. It will always be there to know, to help you with your deepest fears, deepest emotions, deepest depression. You will have somebody at all times. Because see, people, you are aware. Your best friend might never be available for you. Forget wife, forget anybody else. Little bit, even if little bit, if somebody is there, it's your parents. But apart from parents, there's nobody. You're on your own, not even your siblings. But music, at least for me, from my personal experience, I'm telling you, since the past, at age 13, I started playing guitars. Now I'm 44. So it's 31 years that I'm playing guitars. I'm with guitar. Not a single day has passed that my guitar did not give me company, that my guitar did not understand my emotions. So you can understand, you will always have a best friend with you who's willing to listen to the bottommost feelings in your heart. You're getting the connection. Very crucial point is that will keep you youthful in spirit. Anybody who pursues an art form, they're always curious, they're always inquisitive, thereby making them youthful by spirit. So look at me. I'm the prime example of that. I am 44. I'll be turning 45 just next month. So 45 is by no means a guy. I mean, I'm not supposed to look the way I look right now. Do I look like from any angle? Do I look? Because wherever I go, in my comment section, you must have always read that you guys are stunned when I tell you that I am 44. But everywhere I go, be it in my gym, wherever I go, whenever they learn that I am 44, whenever I tell them that I'm 44 years old, they are shocked. They say, I thought you're like 31, 32. You don't look 44 by any which means. So why is that possible? Music definitely is playing a huge part. Of course, see, I am not saying it's only due to music. I lead a very disciplined life. I'm in monk mode. It's been 3 years that I'm doing semen retention. It's been 4 years that have quit drinking junk food, carbohydrates, like no processed carbs, nothing. In fact, in my case, I don't even have even 1 gram of carbohydrate. Even good carbohydrates, I don't have. So I am leading them. I'm cleaning myself inside out. So no way my age is. I mean, no wonder my age is coming down. I'm reversing my age because I'm actually, as I speak, my body is going through autophagy. In case if you're not aware, you can just Google autophagy, AUTOPHAGY. That's a process in which your body is killing and eating away the dead cells from your body. So basically, as I speak, because currently it's my 32nd hour fast going on as I'm talking to you. I have my timer. It's my 32nd hour, which it's a 48-hour fast. So it's my 32nd hour going right now. So after 18 hours, autophagy is activated in your body. So currently, I'm not only going through ketosis, but I'm also going through autophagy. So my body is literally, as I talk, my body is literally eating the dead cells from my insides, which is rejuvenating me, which is giving me a youthful glow, a youthful skin, youthful appearance. So I'm not saying only art, but this lifestyle coupled with art is drastically reducing my aging. People are just stunned when I say I'm 44. People, they just don't believe me. They say, no, you're just saying this for, but why would I lie when actually I'm 40, I'll be turning, I'm 1980 born. I'm October 27, 1980. So if you are into art form, you will always have that youthful radiance. You will have that curiosity. You're naturally, because we artists are naturally curious people. Due to my curiosity, I've dwelled so much deeper into psychology that you guys, I don't need to speak more about that. Because by nature, we artists are curious people. We are curious about life. We are curious about humanity. We are curious about learning more. I'm a guy who became an atheist since I studied 4 major religions in detail over a period of 9 years. Why? I was curious. I want to know because I pursue self-education. I've never pursued formal education. Like unlike the herd followers, they pursue formal education. They have to do that. But I'm doing it because I want to do that, because I'm naturally curious. Getting the connection. Crucial point is it activates part of your brain which you normally don't use in your day by day life. So due to that, you will always have exceptional problem solving skills. It is not something which I am saying. You can just check out the research papers that kids who study music, they have better problem solving abilities. They're good in studies. They are better in mathematics. All these things, all the research has already been made. You can check out in Google. So when you learn music or any art form for that matter, it's not just music. I'm saying music because I'm a musician, but it can be any art form, anything related to art. That will activate that part of your brain, because see, when we are talking, even now when I'm talking, I'm not using the 100% of my brain. There is a part of that brain which we normally don't use. But when you play music, you have to use that part of, because when you're playing music, when you're playing a musical instrument, you have to activate that part of the brain, because playing music is not a kid's play. Otherwise, everybody would have been guitarists today. Today, everybody has free YouTube, free data, cheap data, mobile phones. Everybody loves guitars. Who doesn't? Who wouldn't want to play awesome guitars? Everybody would have been guitarists. But how many guitarists do you know? One, two, three. That's it. Because it requires lots of skills. So you're getting the connection. People who learn music, they are activating that part of the brain which they normally don't use. So in the process, they get exceptional problem solving abilities. Why do you think I'm able to solve so many people's problems? Music has played a huge part, no two ways about it. My next point is, art form is a timeless skill which never fades. Unlike jobs, your job can go any moment. Just now, you must be aware, like I got the news, 1200 people have been laid off from TCS. So jobs can go anytime. But can anybody take out the guitars from Kiran Roy? Do you think is that possible in this lifetime until I'm alive? Can anybody take away Guitar Hall or guitars from Kiran Roy? No, right? I will always be a guitarist. I've been a rock star. Rock star is just a term which I use for a person who chases their own dreams. So that way, I'm calling myself a rock star, because I'm a guy who walked his own path, who chased his own dreams. So that way, I will always be a rock star. I will always be a musician. Guitars will always be a part of my life. Nobody can take away. Though, by the way, if you've noticed, now I am getting relevance as an upcoming YouTuber, as a life navigator, as a motivator. But still, can anybody take away the fact that I am a guitarist? Nobody. Now, as you must be knowing, now more than guitars, my name as a motivational speaker, as a whatever you call it. But in the red pill movement, you must be knowing I'm forefronting the red pill movement in India, amongst the pioneers of this movement in India. So naturally, my guitar is taking a backseat. So this is not, red pill movement is not related to guitars, right? It's different. But still, do you think anybody can take away guitars from me? No, right? So one art form, whatever you do, wherever you be in life, nobody can take that away from you. That is my precise point. It helps you stand out socially. This is my next point. And my goodness, who better than me to tell you this point? You must be knowing that I don't go for any marriage, any wedding. No, I mean, so many people calls me for wedding. The reason being, there are classmates, there are so many students that I have, so many relatives I have. My mom were 7 8 brothers sisters, my father were again 7 8 brothers sisters, so many cousins. You can imagine the relatives that I have, but still I don't go for any wedding. Do you know the primary reason why? Wherever I go, without even asking me, they already arrange a performance stage for me, without even asking me whether I'm in the mood to perform or not. I mean, even if, because earlier I used to go, right? So I would go there to meet and chill out with my cousins, to have a good time with my cousins, not to perform, man. I'm a professional musician. I do that every day. But when I'm out in weddings, I want to chill out with my cousins, to have a few drinks. That time when I used to go, I would go to have a drink with them, to enjoy with them. But they would, without my knowledge, arrange one concert stage for me. And they would announce that we have like a top guitarist with us, top musician with us, he's going to perform. And I had no choice but to perform in front of people. So wherever I used to go for weddings, by default they will expect you to perform. So that is the reason why I'm not a social kind of a person. I'm an introvert basically. I don't like to perform. I like to perform, but only for myself, not when I'm told to. In fact, I've never liked doing things which I've been asked to do. I mean, which I've been told to do, rather, not even asked, told. So I've never liked that. So that's why I've stopped going to weddings, because wherever I go, Kiran Roy means naturally he will have to perform. People will see you have to play something. Even if nothing, just play that guitar tune for which you are famous, which you made, which is the guitar anthem of India. Everywhere people will ask me that same thing. So you're getting the connection what I'm trying to say. Wherever you will go, you will be the heart of that party. They will always ask you to play, which might be a good thing for others. For me, it's not a good thing, because since 16 years old, I'm seeing that same thing. Wherever I go for any public gathering, in fact, in my school reunion, not now, many years before, I had gone for my school reunion. There also they gave me the guitar. You have to perform. So college reunion, you have to perform. Without even, and the problem is, without even asking me or consulting me before arranging for that setup, they go ahead with the sound setup, everything. and directly they will give me the guitar, now sing and play. You have to do that. My goodness, why would I do that? Yeah, I've been doing that since childhood. Now I don't want to do that. I mean, when I'm not in the mood, I need to get into the mood before performing or hitting the stage. But no, they will have none of it. So it's, for me, it's not a good thing. But for majority of the people, it's a good thing. No, you're getting that attention. People are like shouting out your name. Hey, Kiran, go to the stage. People will like it, majority. So you will be the heart of that party or that social gathering if you learn music. That's for sure. This I'm telling you from personal experience. Though personally, I don't like that because I like to stay away from people. I like to live in isolation. So I personally don't like that. But I'm sure majority will like that. My next point is it transforms discipline into passion. So basically, you must have seen the kind of dedication and discipline that I have today. I wake up at 9. I mean, I go to bed at 9, wake up at 4, go for a run, don't drink, don't smoke. Next level discipline I have. Why was that possible? Because earlier, there was a time in my life, there was a phase, I did not do that throughout, but there was a phase when I used to practice my guitars for 12 hours per day. 12 hours. My only focus was in mastering that instrument. And there was the Battle of the Bands competition, which was supposed to happen at IIT Moody Indigo, Bombay. So, because whoever wins that title, they were clubbed as the best. That was the India level title, basically. In fact, I won that, and because of that only, I got direct entry in Bollywood. That was my history. So for that concert, for that competition, I would practice 12 hours every day. So I developed that discipline, that focus through music, and that discipline transferred in my today's life, which I got from music. Basically, I was not blessed with discipline, but due to music, I got that discipline, which I transmuted in my other aspects of life, like quitting smoking, quitting drinking, leading this monk mode life. So I give the direct credit to music for this discipline which I have today. My next crucial point is legacy that outlives you. See, even in office, you must also be aware that the day you die, you will be replaced the very next day. Nobody will even, I mean, your work will keep on going. There will be no legacy in your office. You're there just for your time. You're being paid for that time. Get out. The moment you cease to be useful, you'll be kicked out. In fact, as I told you, the day you die, they won't even wait for your 13th day. Just the very next day you'll be replaced. But if you inculcate one art form in your life, you will have one legacy which will outlive you. For example, now whenever I die, even if I die tomorrow, my legacy will keep on going. The music training which I have inculcated in people, my guitar hall syllabus, my guitar hall teachings, my musical teachings, my tunes for that matter, that will keep on going. That will never stop. So when you get into art form, you will leave a legacy which will outlive you even once you're gone. As I gave you the example, if you're in job, the moment you die, the moment you're thrown out, your legacy is gone. But legacy can be built by an art form, and you very well know what I'm talking about. My final point for today is art heals and energizes. There is nothing as much healing as any art form in this world, because you will go through heartbreaks, depression, job loss, lots of things, parents loss, lots of things will come. But art can heal you like nothing else. That's why whenever people consult me for 1:1, I highly recommend them learning one art form, because art can take that problem out of your mind for that moment and keep that in the back burner, and in slow process you gain complete control over that problem. You're getting the idea how it works. So in a nutshell, I will highly recommend all of you to at least pick up one art form. And if it is music, guitars, or because in my academy we teach guitars, keyboard, vocals. So if any of these instruments, if you wish to learn, you can DM me on Instagram. My manager will give you the details. So it is a non-negotiable aspect of your life. I mean, I can't stress more on it that you have to at least pick up one art form in your life. Period. Jai Hind.